Hello there and welcome to another how-to video by LNERFan4472. This video will basically guide you through how to install a Hornby surface mounted point motor. Now the first thing that we shall do is that we will go through the things that we will require to perform this installation. It's very vital that you have the right kit for this. Now the first little piece is a little screwdriver to basically loosen the joints so you can loosen the teeth so you can put the wires into where they need to go within the points decoder. So you'll need that. One will come with every points decoder so you don't have to worry about losing them. The next bit is a nice handy screwdriver kit from Hornby. It's very handy indeed. As you can see, you've got all your different screwdrivers in there. It starts off from small and goes towards big, and you've got some wire cutters and some pliers and a very handy magnifying glass. I would definitely recommend this kit. You can pick this up for about £10 to £20. So yep, that's that. And the next bit is basically a drill. It's fitted with a very small, I don't know what you call these, but this is basically just to cut through the wood so you can get the wires underneath the baseboard. For you viewers under the age of 12, I'd recommend you get someone else to perform this part for you, as these can be very sharp and dangerous. So now let's move on to the next group of things now. The first one is a Hornby digital points and accessory decoder. This can control up to 4 points or anything that is operated by a solenoid. The next thing is a digital power track. In the points accessory decoder, you get a different one of these, which is where you can slip the clip under the rails and it will grip electricity from there, but I wouldn't recommend using that because the wires drop out really easily, and this can just slip out anywhere. If a train's going past at high speed, then it'll just pop out instantly. So I'd recommend these. There is a disadvantage. These only come in straight, so that's the only main disadvantage to buying the digital power track. The next thing is the little point motor. This is surface mounted, Hornby surface mounted point motor. Some people consider them to be highly unrealistic. I agree with that, but since I'm at the beginning stage of modelling, I think the surface mounted point motor is just right for me. Hopefully I will move on to undermounted point motors. Moving on now. Okay, just before we start the actual installation guide, I'd just like to go through what I think is to be the most vital component of this entire video. The Hornby digital points accessory decoder. I will open it up and guide you through everything that's inside. So let's get it open first. Box. That's on the side. Here's your instructions. Let's just get those open quickly. It looks like these are all in different languages because Hornby has gone throughout Europe within the distribution of their products now, which is good, which is a signal that it is expanding. That's fantastic. Now let's have a look what's inside the actual box. First thing you'll probably see is the points decoder itself. There are 4 slots to actually install the wiring from the point motors or anything else you wish to operate that is powered by solenoid. And you'll see all these little holes on the top. This is for this little screwdriver here, just to access them and loosen the teeth here so it can grip the wires. So you will need one of these. If you find one of these and you think you've already got a screwdriver that can loosen these, you are wrong. You need this to loosen the screws in there. It's vital that you do not lose that. So we'll put the accessories decoder to one side now. Now let's grab these. Yeah. 2 little screws for the underneath of the decoder, so you can suspend it above the layout like that, except you have to get the screws in the right place in order for it to be suspended correctly. So yep, need a bit of precision there. Here's the wires which connects the point motor to the track, and I believe they plug it into this here. There we go. I don't recommend you use these at all. I recommend you use the digital power track, like I've said before, because a high-speed train can move from its slots and you will lose power and you'll have to alter it, and the wires can fall out of these pretty easily, so I don't recommend you use these. I recommend you use the Hornby digital power track. So yep, that's everything in the box, apart from another one of these, which I can't seem to get out. So yeah, that's everything in the box. Now let's move on to the actual installation. Okay, so here we are with the actual installation. Now this is a relatively quick process for me because I've already drilled my hole in the baseboard and the hole's ready to come out from under the baseboard to connect to the accessory decoder. Here I've got the two screws that actually screw the point motor in place. I think it's trying to get that in the shot. There's just two holes there if you can see them. Don't screw it down too hard, otherwise it will clamp down the inner workings of the point motor. And there's another thing. If you rapidly try and change the points quickly, the power will be drained from the point motor, and it won't work for about 3 or 4 seconds, and sometimes this can cause frustration when you're inexperienced because you obviously tend to think there's a problem. So I just assure you, let the point motor recharge its power and then it will be fine. So let's begin to feed the wires through the baseboard. Grab all 3 of them at once, just put them all down there, then just put your hand under the baseboard and we'll just pull that through like so. Now you want to leave the wires hanging, then let's grab a screwdriver and just twist the little latch out of there. Make sure the point motor is facing outside. You just try and get it on there. This can be quite a fiddly process, so bear with me. There we go. Now that's on. Just hold the point motor in place and make sure it's free to move. Yes, I think that's fine. So we'll begin screwing in the actual screws now. So if we have our number 1 screw. Screw it in a little bit, and grab the other one. Now it's important to have the right screwdriver for this stage, because you can wear down the heads of the screws, which will basically destroy them. And if they're clamped right down, holding the point motor down, you're going to have quite a hard time getting it back up. So I strongly advise you to use the right screwdriver for this part. Okay, now our point motor's in place, let's move to under the baseboard and top of the baseboard. Okay, so here we are now starting the wiring sequence. Now the only complicated bit is the installation of the small wires of the point motor. I'd say there isn't much of an issue connecting it to the digital power track because they're big cables and they're easy to work with. But when you're with these small little fellas here, it can be quite a pain in the neck sometimes. So you want to grab out your little screwdriver that you got in the box. You want to unscrew the 3 screws. Obviously I'm not going to surface mount this. Obviously I haven't got a tripod, so I wouldn't be able to do it underneath, and it's quite fiddly doing it from underneath as well, so we'll just be working on top for now, and I will show you the finished product later. Okay, so check all of them are loose, which is right. Okay, so green is the positive side, if you can see that. So we'll just grab our green wire. Put that in there, be careful not to... Don't screw it too tight. There we go, that's the green wire in. Now the black one goes in the middle. So let's find our black wire. There it is. Let's just stick that in there. There we go. Screw it down. There we go, not too tight once again. And the negative is the red. So let's just stick our negative in there. There we go. Just give them a little tug, not too strong, just to make sure they're actually in. And if they're not in, then just correct it. And there we go. That's how your point motor should be wired up. Black, positive. Oh, I do apologise. Green, positive. Black is in the middle, and red is negative. Okay, so here you can see my digital power clip going under the baseboard to another Hornby points accessory decoder. You can see it's wired up to a few points. You can see there's not a 4th yet because I'm trying to get the wire extended on a few of the point motors. And I will show you it in action. If I lay that down. The number is 61, which I've already set on the controller. much work. Remember to give it time to recharge, because if you constantly tap the buttons, it's struggling for power there. Let it regain its power, and it should go back to working all again. So there you go, my friends, how to install a Hornby surface mounted point motor. If you have any issues regarding a Hornby surface mounted point motor, then please feel free to leave those questions in the comment section below. Once again, thank you very much for watching. I apologise for the delay, and I'll see you next video. Thank you for watching.